Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Brandenburg. Got some rock music going right now, it's pretty sweet. We'll maintain our diplomat with Hungary, so I want them against Poland. Poland's got to be the first war we declare as soon as the Regency Council's over. January just rolled around, so we're no longer ahead of time on anything. We'll take Tech 11. Pretty good. Means that we also just lost our 20% trade efficiency and 20% production efficiency bonuses. So that's rather unfortunate, but what can you do, really? Okay, is there a map mode I don't use often that I can... What's T? T is opinion, I use that a lot. Trade, I use a lot. Revolt risk, I use a lot. E. Diplomatic map mode. I use that a lot too. I use them all. Give me more key bindings, Paradox. I need more than just 6. They keep on having to manually click the supply map mode. England just annexed Scotland. Alright. Cool. They get pretty strong. Want to go for that one. Firm. Tell us of the Peasants' War. Alright. We're looking fine on revolts. Years and years and years until anything bad can happen. I want to become Defender of the Faith. That'd be nice. Give us that reduction to war exhaustion, even while you're at war. That's pretty good. Accumulate money. Yeah, sure. England. Hey, dude, the war is up here. Alright, we have an heir, and we are now a 132. Very, very crap. And our heir is already 14, so we don't have to deal with the Regency Council for a while. So now we can consider our wars. So while we're at this war, Castile would not join, but if we were to end the war, they would join. Looks like France would not join this war. England obviously wouldn't, because they're in a war. This one's really close, but Hungary wouldn't help. Okay, how about against Poland? That's a no. That is a yes. That is a... would be a yes if they weren't war exhausted. And that is a no. So we're not going to get too much help. I really need to end. Alright, so they separate piece of Brittany. Okay. Are you going to come actually go for the war goal now? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it for you. So you need to get over here and do it. Well, definitely attacking over Poland and getting those free cores is the easier method, I think. They would call upon Sweden. It does make sense, though, to try and get at least a couple of our allies to help out. Well, I don't want to park my army here, because there's always a chance the war could end and we'd be stuck and have to build transports just to move them. Stop blockading me. Oh. Hi there. Alright, let's just Just trying to avoid attrition. Send a little bit smaller amount of the army over there. Alright, looks like England's moving in with force. They're going to take care of that now. Let's go ahead and go back over here. Hungary has announced Poland as their new rival. Good. Now Hungary would definitely join us. I don't know that they would a second ago. I think it said attitude toward enemies. Alright, so relative strength of the alliance should be really severely swinging in our favor. It is. Galleries at medium, even though they have not been sieged yet, because England doesn't know how the war goal works. I mean, they could have just parked an army there a long time ago. England is really strong in this patch. I don't know if it's just this game or not, but it seems to me like they are just way better than they used to be. The naval AI is vastly improved. It's pretty cool. I always liked ships. You know, I've always liked boats and protecting trade and blockades and stuff, and it always disappointed me how poor England would play. Basically, it was always England would have a lot of heavies, Castile would have a lot of heavies, Portugal would sometimes, and Ottomans would have a bunch of boats. But that didn't really matter, you know? You could just build a whole bunch of heavies and go blow up their navy and take control of the seas from them. But now, as aggressive as they are with all this, that's impressive. 1532, they've united Great Britain. They haven't formed Great Britain yet, but have they taken colonization yet? Exploration is at 3, so they might even start colonizing soon. Of course, colonization's nerfed. Well, kind of. It won't be that bad. There's tons of free prestige and army tradition over here. We only have 51 army tradition. Let's go fight them. You might as well pick up some army tradition. You have suffered attrition. I don't know why they keep thinking that coming into my land is a good idea. It's not. Just so they know. It's not a lot of army tradition, but we'll take it. Okay, going to Hanover. I think that's a lower supply limit. 26. We drop off like 5 of them, we can safely move down there. Can't we? Oh. Our weight is actually 28. Well, we are cleaning up. Unlawful territory just expired. Good. I think that was this one. Yep. Go ahead and lower autonomy now. I feel like anywhere between 3 and 7% revolt risk is pretty manageable. Pretty easy to handle. They're finally sieging the war goal. Yeah, Austria got really distracted by this succession war. And they're at war with France too. And Austria's in a bad spot. Now, staying ahead of time on trade tech would be really nice. Get that 20% trade efficiency bonus. We get so much money from trade. I mean, it's 55% of our income. On the other hand, powering through this thing and just getting done and getting our 7.5% discipline would be really nice. Now, I'm actually going to stay up on trade tech. I love that 20% trade efficiency bonus. It's so powerful. Besides, we're generating plenty of points. It'll get done eventually. No, I see. Bremen is Protestant. No wonder it's given us missions about him. Okay, come on, England, end your war. Mainz will be forced to give Austria some stuff. Okay. Looted has expired. No, that didn't seem good. There's like a 27 stack there. Still, we've done our part. I mean, look at these battles. Name. There's really no good way to sort this, but a lot of the lost battles were England, and a lot of the won battles were us. That's what's important. Being opportunistic. England, you might want to park a few more of your men over there. What's up with this? Like, what are you doing here? Take your 20-some regiments and put them in Armor, and then use your boats and move them. Okay, so here's the thing. The war started in 1528. It's almost been 5 years. So they might be able to get 100% war score against Gallery and then just end the war pretty fast. And if they did do a 100% full annexation, we'd actually, I think, have a 15-year truce with Austria. Because it'd be 100% war score used. Which would be really ideal. We want to gain prestige. I think we'll take the stability. Yeah, I think we can afford to... no, we'll just take the stability. Now, the question is, do we want to actually siege anything? We could loot this stuff. Could loot these two. Actually, we could loot these 5. What are you doing coming into my land? Have you not learned your lesson? Alright, so we're at 8% right now. But as soon as 1533 rolls around and the actual 5-year mark gets hit, it should just jump up to 100%. And we'll see an instant peace. So I'm willing to wait it out. Normally I'd try to separate peace or just you know, get out of this war. But England's gonna like us. They're trying to improve relations with us. That's always a good sign. They're friendly, they're not defensive, so they'll want to help us. And we're gonna need their help, I think. Ottomans no longer considers Poland a rival. And there goes East Frisia. Oh, that is a tempting army right there. Got 25, 30. It's not too big. We'll suffer a tiny bit of attrition, right? Yeah, I like killing these little stacks. Makes me feel useful. Glorious news from Sweden. They have a militarist. Okay, come on, 5-year mark. It's got to be sometime soon, right? Come on. Shouldn't it say? It should say the month that the war started. Nope, still at 13%. Still haven't seen that 5-year mark roll around. We have enough money to become Defender of the Faith. How much do we need to do this mission? 700, wow. Alright, let's grab, 25. Shoot, I was hoping to stack wipe that England. Just by showing up with 10 to 1 odds. Okay, come on, it's gotta have been 5 years. It's August already. End your war. You're wasting our time. Is it just gonna, like, magically update? It must. Maybe it won't happen until January. Bohemia has entered into a military coalition against us. Oh well. Okay, with the 5-year thing, it would most definitely be useful to know exactly when the war started. Is that in the ledger? Maybe it is. Current wars. No, it doesn't say. Alright, well, it's gotta be now, right? Start year 528. It's about to be 534. That's at least 5 years. The hell? Does Gelry own more land that I'm not aware of? Why isn't it at 100%? England, I want you to end your war. Fine. England, I'm sorry to piss you off, but, I mean... This is really starting to... This is just taking way too long. I wasted a whole year just sitting around waiting for this stupid war, and it didn't end. Alright, you don't need my help. Go away. We're done with this war. That's really dumb. Paradox, fix that. It's just, what the hell? Why didn't it go up to 100%? And also, why can't I see the month that it will? You should be able to see that. Alright. I'm going to take a break here. I'll see you again in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.